Hello, my name is Rich Howard, owner of Architectural Builder Supply. In this video is to bring you a closer look at the Compx number NLD8030KA108. This is a combination style cam lock. It's a cam lock that you can operate with a key or you can operate with a mechanical combination. Very handy way to go about sealing off a door where you need to have special knowledge to open it. I've sold this to schools where they've got a chemistry lab and they wanted to simply lock up a cabinet. The teacher knows what the combination is, but no one else, of course, does. The key is there and is important should you need to be able to simply set it in an unlocked orientation at all times, which you can do. It will set the tailpiece to being always locked, whereas when it's in the unlocked, I should say, and where it's in the unlocked position, as seen here, you'll always be able to expect the ability to work the lock. And the way by which you go about doing that is just simply rotating the entire assembly. That's how you control the cam or the tailpiece that will be installed on the back. Okay, so let's start touring this item front to back. You've got the combination chamber that's buried inside of here. You've got the push button on the side that will allow you to retract, or I should say push in the pin when the unit is in the locked, but the proper combination has been set condition, which is from the factory, is just 4 zeros. So when you've got the right combination set, you can push the pin in, allowing you to be able to turn the entire housing. If I change that combination at all, then I can no longer push the pin in. Okay, that's obvious. Now, you'll install this, you'll drill the hole where it's necessary for it to go. Okay, now you will then, you've got this threaded post that's on the back. There's a couple of notches that you'll see there. Those notches are what is going to communicate to the locking hub in the back. Can be locked in that position, and when you rotate it, rotate the lock by turning this, I'm emulating rotating the lock, you can lock it in the other orientation as well. After that, you're going to put this trim ring on the back of the unit. This will go through the door. You can install the, if you have a wood cabinet, this mounting plate with that D-prep not allowing anything to spin, and then a couple of screws to go to the back of the wood cabinet. After that, or if you have a metal cabinet, I suppose you could install that threaded nut on the back. You could put that on there if you've got the room or the requirement. Now, what's going to keep all of this attached is when you install one of the two included tail pieces onto the back of the unit, and then tighten all of that down with the included star nut that's here. Then at that point, none of this can come apart. It's all locked together. Okay? Now let's study the cams, because that's probably the important part to know. The first easy one, the straight cam. It is about 2 1/4 overall length, but to the center of the spin of the pivoting axis, you're about 1 7/8 inches. It's got an overall width of about 5/8. Then you've got that offset style. And the offset style can obviously be used in either orientation but it's probably mostly going to be used in this orientation, where you can see you've got about 5/16 of an inch inset or offset of that. It's going to have the same overall length, about 2 1/4. Okay, so you can use it installed this way. Obviously, if you have something thinner, you can install it that way. However, that's going to work. You can modify this. I've had people literally take these and grind these to the required length. I've also had people put these in vices and beat them to death until they are the shape that they want as well. Whatever the case is. Now, before going through any of that, if you know that you have need for a custom cam, reach out to us, because it's likely Compx will be able to sell us a tailpiece or cam that will be more compatible with exactly what it is that you're doing. Now, back to the combination. It's set from the factory at all zeros. There are no installation instructions with this. Not even installation instructions that tell you how to change the combination. There is a decal in the package that tells you to go to their manufacturer's website. We've taken the liberty to link that or put that video down below in the extended description. Since we're talking about changing the combination, when you are basically in the unlocked position, you will be able to insert into the hole that's here basically a paper clip, which will allow you to depress the combination chamber, allowing the buttons to freewheel, and then when you remove all of that, allowing the combination chamber to reset, you'll have set yourself a new combination. You'll certainly want to change this, especially if it's an academic scenario. You want to make it something that's not the factory default code, is the bottom line. Now, some dimensional properties. Overall length to where the tailpiece is going to be connected on the back side. You can see you're about 1 inch. Overall height of the body, looks like it's about 1 3/8 inches. Overall width of the body itself, right at about 2 7/16. Projection from the face of the cabinet, about 1 1/8 inches. Okay. Positioning this like in a back set sort of scenario, I gave you the overall length and then the center line dimension that will allow you to determine best where you're going to drill the hole by measuring what you need to capture or hit with the tailpiece or cam, and then set the diameter of the hole accordingly. Obviously, the diameter of the hole is going to need to accommodate the threaded post, and I'm going to say 3/4 inch would be adequate, although maybe slightly larger, like 13/16. Let's take a look at the extended description information from the manufacturer for this lock. Access the lock by combination or with the key. Replaces any standard cam lock to allow combination type access, and they do all come master keyed, so that in the part number, the A108, that actually refers to, I'm not really showing you them yet, the original keys. This is an A108 key, so if you've got 3 of these installed and you want them all keyed alike, be sure to buy the A108. But you could also purchase them keyed differently, but then also master keyed, so that Sally can have this combination and Jack can have that combination and John can have the other combination, but the manager can take a master and pass through all of it. Now, there is a link below this video to a document called Cut Sheet that will allow you to review the part numbers and how they change when the keying changes, and also the max material thickness and therefore the cylinder length that you're dealing with. So the 8030 is going to give you a max material thickness of 5/8 of an inch with an overall cylinder length of 7/8, and we tested that earlier. If you have something thicker than that, up to 1 1/8, you're going to change that 8030 to 8031 in the part number, and that's how you'll go about doing that. Back to the master key, you'll be able to purchase that master key only should you need that. Okay. You can also buy key blanks should you need to cut more keys, and the lock plug removal key is also available so that you could physically remove that cylinder from inside of the lock housing. Not sure why you would need to do that in terms of just normal use. There may be a reason to do it. The balance of the extended description information is going to tell us that there are 10,000 possible code combinations. The key numbers that are listed in the cut sheet are just the common stock ones. On special order, Compx can comply with any request, really, for a combination setting. Heavy-duty die-cast construction, it does seem like it's of substantial construction, there's no question. And this unit, with all of its other pieces, weighs over 1/2 pound. 100% mechanical, no batteries, nothing electronic. Very reliable, obviously. Stock keying, we talked about that. Keyed differently or master keyed are available. Max thickness, cylinder length are all listed there as well. That video is also, again, down below. And then finally, there's a link below this video to the manufacturer's page where you can pull up not only all of the Compx products that we sell, but a link to the manufacturer's website, as well as a link to the several different product catalogs that you're going to end up seeing with Compx products. High quality cam locks, high quality pieces of hardware that are used in the ability to lock multi-drawer filing cabinets. They can do that material as well. If you have any questions on the Compx, their part number NLD8030KA108, mechanical style combination cam lock, or any other Compx product, please feel free to reach out to us. And thank you.